a home comes with many responsibilities. One of the simplest is changing your air filter. Clogged air filters can reduce the airflow in your home, put stress on your air conditioning unit, and drive up energy costs. Don't know how to change your filter? Here's how. First, shut off your AC system. Locate the filter. Note the dimensions of the filter, which is listed on the filter itself. Filters come in many different dimensions, so be sure to get the right replacement. Once you've purchased your new filter, just replace the old one and close the filter cover. Air filters are inexpensive, but vary in price depending on quality and time of use. It's a good idea to have a few extra filters at your home so you don't have to run to the store each month to buy a new one. A proactive rule of thumb is to check your air conditioner's filter every time you receive your utility bill and look for any dust buildup. It is recommended you replace your air filter once every 30 to 60 days. Also remember to have a reputable contractor clean and inspect your air conditioning unit once a year for peak performance.
Spring weather is here, and while the days get longer and warmer, this time of year also presents the potential for dangerous weather. On this edition of Memphis Energized, we'll show you how to take precautions and what to do if a storm strikes you unprepared. After a long, hard winter, many in our community have faced many challenges. Stay tuned to see how one big player was able to give back. Those stories and more on this edition of Memphis Energized. Hello everyone, I'm Jane Siegel. Welcome to Memphis Energized. This year, Memphis Light, Gas and Water is proud to celebrate a significant milestone, 75 years as a leading utility provider to the residents of Memphis and Shelby County. MLGW began operating as the city's first utility company in 1939, and 75 years later, MLGW is the nation's largest three-service municipal utility with some of the lowest combined bills of any utility in the country. MLGW began on a dream of prominent Memphians such as the legendary Shelby County political leader and former Memphis Mayor E.H. Crump to have all the utilities in the city owned and operated by the city government and free of interference from far-off companies and non-local interests. On March 9, 1939, the governor of Tennessee signed an amendment to the Memphis Charter creating Memphis Light, Gas and Water Division. Since 1939, MLGW has worked tirelessly to meet its mission to improve the quality of life of Memphis and Shelby County customers through efficient and safe delivery of electricity, natural gas, and water. We've experienced one of the coldest winters in the Mid-South in 20 years, and unfortunately, that means customers are seeing higher than average utility bills. The average MLGW bill increased by 22% or more for services used in December and January, and that's not due to higher rates. It's due to the extended cold weather days and increased consumption of energy. Now, even if you kept your thermostat set on low, your heating system used more energy to heat your home or business. Keep in mind, this past January was the coldest on record in the last 20 years. And due to the extremely frigid temperatures and resulting higher bills, MLGW activated both its special Reconnect program and its relaxed deferred payment plan. MLGW's special Reconnect plan allows customers who are without utility services to pay $225 to have their services reconnected. The remaining balance of the customer's bills is then spread over 6 months to ease the customer's financial burden. During MLGW's special Reconnect program, the utility lowers the requirement for a deferred payment plan to utility bills that are $250 or more, as opposed to utility bills that are $500 or more. Customers only have to pay 25% of the balance owed, or $250, whichever is less. Approximately 260 customers took advantage of MLGW's special Reconnect program in late January, while more than 5,000 customers were able to defer their payments during February and March. With so many in our community facing financial challenges, sometimes it takes a supersized effort to meet the need. To the rescue is Memphis Grizzlies forward Zach Randolph, who recently gave back to the community by covering utility payments for 100 families in need of utility assistance. Randolph visited 2 families who benefited from his generosity.
And thank you so much for being so generous in helping our customers. Plus One has raised a record amount of dollars this past year to help people, and people like you help us help our customers.
This is something I've been doing, like, Gail said, for, a long time since I've been here, and this is something I'm gonna continue to do, and is give back. And, now we're doing it as community assist fund, so we're doing it like that. But it just, like I say, it's always a blessing to give back. And if I'm here, if I'm gone, I'm gonna continue to do this and continue to be in this community, because this is home for me, and this is my community. So just giving back.
For the 4th consecutive year, the NBA standout donated $20,000 to Metropolitan Interfaith Association, MIFA, to be allocated to the families in the Memphis area as part of MLGW's Plus One program. Funded by MLGW customers through one-time donations or by adding $1 or more to their utility bill each month, the Plus One program is administered by MIFA to pay utility services for MLGW customers on the verge of service disruption in the Memphis area. You can also help your neighbors in need through MLGW's Share the Pennies program, which encourages customers to round their utility bill to the next highest dollar amount. And here's how it works. If your utility bill is $117.50, it will be rounded to $118, and your 50-cent donation will be added to Project CARE, a home weatherization account managed by MIFA. Project CARE funds will be awarded to qualified elderly and/or disabled customers to assist with emergency energy efficiency repairs to their homes. You can sign up to give to the Share the Pennies program by visiting MLGW.com or by calling MLGW's Customer Relations Department at 528-4887. MLGW employees like giving back to the community too, and once again presented their fundraising efforts in the form of a check to the United Way of the Mid-South. MLGW's United Way campaign for the year 2013 raised more than $633,000 for the organization. All pledges were raised solely from MLGW employees. MLGW does not make a donation as a corporation. Spring weather is upon us, and it's more important now than ever to make sure you're prepared should severe weather strike. Dangerous weather or not, every day of the week, around the clock, MLGW employees electronically monitor the electric, natural gas, and water systems that serve all of our customers. Here to explain MLGW's restoration process is Memphis Energized Candace Spicer.
The time required to restore your power depends on many variables, including the cause of the outage, the number of components damaged, whether or not tree trimming is required to get to the point of repair, and the number of customers impacted. Power restoration is not a simple undertaking. It involves a coordinated effort of utility crews who perform complicated tasks, often under harsh and dangerous weather conditions. Electricity must undergo a complex chain of events as it makes its way to your home. With more than 422,000 customers, 4,312 miles of overhead wire, and an additional 423 miles of transmission lines, there is a rhyme and reason for the order in which we restore electric service. While our first concern is to ensure public safety by immediately addressing dangerous situations such as downed lines, the following 4 steps outline the general steps in the restoration process. Step 1. Before MLGW can supply electricity to its customers, it must be able to receive it from its supplier. Thus, our first order of business is to repair any damage to transmission lines and towers. These lines carry electricity from our producer, Tennessee Valley Authority, to our substations. Step 2. We repair any damage to our substations to bring circuits online and focus our attention on restoring power to water pumping stations, hospitals, and other priorities critical to public health and safety. MLGW has nearly 62 electric substations that supply power to both overhead and underground electric distribution lines. At this stage of the restoration process, our crews may be working in remote areas that aren't visible to the general public. Even if you don't see our crews immediately, please be assured that we are working diligently to restore your power. Step 3. Beginning with areas with the greatest concentration of outages, our crews focus on repairing primary and secondary distribution lines which run through the streets and neighborhoods leading to your home. If there are trees lying on these wires, our contracted tree trimming crews must first clear the debris before we can begin repairs. Step 4. Repairs will now be made to individual service lines, such as individual residences. The order in which repairs are made follows the line of progression electricity takes as it comes from TVA to MLGW and finally to you. As you can see, power restoration is a complicated process, but we at MLGW do our best to restore your services as quickly as possible using all of the resources at our disposal. For Memphis Energized, I'm Candace Spicer.
Thanks, Candace. Now remember, we can't pinpoint every outage on our system, and that's why we need your help if your power is out. Report your outage through our automated system at 544-6500. Have your account number or phone number available to enter into the system. And once our dispatchers retrieve your information, they'll work to have a crew headed your way as soon as possible. While MLGW is busy preparing itself for all kinds of situations, you should make sure your family is prepared for major weather events. Here with more is Memphis Energized Rolf Hondian.
An emergency or disaster such as flooding, earthquake, or severe weather can happen at any time, leaving customers without power for any number of days. To be prepared for the worst, it's important for all customers to have an emergency plan and an emergency kit on hand. An emergency kit will contain those items that you'll need if your power is out for a few days, and most people already have many of the suggested supplies at home already. You'll need at least a 3-day supply of food and water per person. Non-perishable foods are a must. Just look through your cupboard for things like canned tuna, peanut butter, cereal bars, bottled water, and drinks. You'll also need flashlights and extra batteries, a non-electric can opener, and eating utensils. A first aid kit, which includes bandages and medications including prescriptions and vitamins, and toiletries such as paper towels and tissue, are also a must. It's a good idea to gather all these things into one central place so that you don't have to go searching in the aftermath of a storm. This list is by far non-exhaustive. For a complete emergency kit checkoff list, visit the Department of Homeland Security's website at ready.gov.
Thank you, Rolf. To help you further prepare for severe weather, consider downloading the Ready Tennessee app to your iPhone or Android device. The Ready Tennessee app has everything you need to know about planning for severe weather right at your fingertips. It lists where Red Cross and Shelby Cares shelters are located in the wake of storm damage. You can also access live T-Dot camera feeds and check up-to-date road conditions. All emergency contacts are listed and organized by county. The app also includes information on how to make a preparedness plan and even has a shopping list of items you need for a survival kit. With warmer weather comes the opportunity to do more work outside your home, but you should keep a few tips in mind before you put in that new in-ground swimming pool. Here to explain is Memphis Energized Dan Hope.
Spring is planting and digging season, and April is Safe Digging Month in Tennessee. MLGW wants you to be safe, especially when it comes to natural gas and digging at your home or business. Many homeowners and contractors engage in digging, excavating, landscaping, and gardening in the spring. One of the most important aspects of safe digging is for customers to take advantage of the Tennessee one-call system. By calling 811 before you do any digging, you are taking the first step in digging safely. When you call 811, the location of your utilities, gas, water, electric, cable, and phone lines that are buried underground will be marked free of charge within 3 business days. Once they're marked, you can then safely proceed with your digging projects. If you don't have the area marked before digging, you risk the danger of hitting those underground lines. And if you damage any of these, you could cause an explosion or knock out power to your home or your neighbors. You could also be responsible for charges for repair to those services. Having your underground lines marked before digging is required by law. Although MLGW encourages customers to take precautions because of the very nature of gas lines running below the ground, the system is indeed very safe. Most of the new pipe MLGW now installs is either high-strength steel or high-strength plastic pipe. Those are the best materials. MLGW doesn't use the second best. We choose the best materials to use in our system for your safety. So don't forget to be safe when digging this spring or at any time. Always call 811 before you dig. For Memphis Energized, I'm Dan Hope.
Thanks, Dan. One of the best low-cost energy efficiency improvements you can make is to install a programmable thermostat. Simply program settings for various times throughout the day and let the unit automatically adjust your home's temperature while you're asleep or away. A variety of models are available at most hardware and home improvement stores, and annual savings will likely recover the cost of your programmable thermostat. We've covered quite a bit in the first half of the show, and there's more right around the corner. Stay tuned.
Tired of long lines?
My feet hurt.
You'll be all right, ma'am.
Missed my exercise class. There's got to be an easier way.
Where's the restroom?
Hello, customers! Did you know that you can pay your bills at many locations close to you?
For more info, go to MLGW.com/paying-agents and say goodbye to long lines.
That's what I'm talking about. We can help.
When Mid-Southerners are faced with severe weather conditions, the best solution is having a plan of action, which includes keeping your family safe by being prepared. Here's how. Assemble an emergency kit, which should include a flashlight, batteries, a portable radio, and at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. The kit should also include non-perishable food, an extra set of clothing, shoes, blankets, and a first aid kit that includes any prescription drugs needed. If you have any special needs like life support equipment or other power-dependent equipment to maintain your health, please contact MLGW and you will be given top priority in the event of a power outage. As a precaution, you might want to consider investing in a generator or make arrangements to stay at a healthcare facility. Know where to find water. Keep refrigerated foods safe by not opening the refrigerator door often to prevent the loss of cold air unnecessarily. Protect yourself from hypothermia with plenty of warm clothes, blankets, and warm coverings for hands and feet. If your outage occurs in the midst of a summer heat wave, wear lightweight, light-colored clothing. Drink lots of water even if you don't feel thirsty. Stay on the lowest level of your home because it will be much cooler. One important thing to remember during a power outage is know your body's tolerance. If you begin to show signs of heat stroke or hypothermia from the cold, call 911 right away. For more helpful tips on managing a power outage, visit our website at www.mlgw.com.
George.
Yes, dear.
George. George.
What now, Gladys?
That man next door is digging again.
Not again.
I bet he didn't call 811 before he dug. George? What does gas smell like?
Know what's below. MLGW reminds you to call 811 before you dig, even for small projects.
Reading your MLGW bill is an important way to track your monthly energy consumption. Your bill is broken into several sections. The gas, electric, and water portions of your bill are separated to show both the readings for the current billing cycle month as well as the readings for last month's for comparison. Also noted on your bill is the date your meter was read and when the next reading is scheduled. This portion, called non-MLGW, lists charges that relate to the City of Memphis, which MLGW combines on the bill so that customers do not have to send in separate payments. Near the bottom portion, your total amount and payment due date are listed, along with your account number. By knowing how to properly read your MLGW bill, you can better understand the different charges, such as your energy usage and non-MLGW charges.
Connect with MLGW.
We can help. Go to MLGW.com for bill payment, analysis, service transfers, outage updates, and more. Connect to us on Facebook to share comments and ask questions. On Twitter, you can give us a tweet. Connect to our blog for news and updates.
Watch how-to videos on YouTube.
Connect by downloading iPhone apps. Get text message reminders. Stay connected with MLGW. We can help.
Welcome back, everyone. In recent months, customers alerted MLGW to two types of scams targeting Memphis area businesses. One scam involves phone calls from scammers seeking to steal funds through false claims of pending MLGW cutoffs unless immediate payment was made via reloadable credit cards. The second scam involves a gas usage statement email disguised as a bill notification, which contains bogus information and a link to a website that will load malware on your computer to steal your information. If you suspect your business or organization has been targeted by scammers, gather as many details as possible and share them with law enforcement. Memphis Police Department at 901-545-2677 and Shelby County Sheriff's Office at 901-222-5600. Do you like the idea of knowing how much your utility bill is going to be even before you receive it? Then sign up for MLGW's budget billing program. With budget billing, you'll know how much your bill will be each month, and you'll pay the same amount each month. Signing up for budget billing is easy. When you enroll in the program, MLGW analyzes your previous year's total usage, adjusts for rate changes and weather conditions, and divides the total into 12 monthly installments. Sign up now. It's easy to apply. Call 544-6549, visit one of MLGW's community offices, or go online to MLGW.com to download an application. Are you looking for an even easier way of keeping up with your MLGW bill? Then look no further than your cell phone. MLGW offers mobile alerts to its customers. Customers can sign up to receive text message mobile notification of billing due dates and possible impending cutoffs. Customers can register for the program at mlgw.com/mobile alerts. Also, know that you will be responsible for paying any fees charged by your carrier. To help keep MLGW's emergency line clear for those life-threatening situations, customers are reminded to use 528-4465 only for emergencies. MLGW deemed emergencies are considered such things as gas leaks, downed electric wires, broken water mains inside a building, or unsafe street barricades. If you need to stop, start, or transfer service, call MLGW's Customer Care Center at 820-7878 anytime, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Any other account inquiries can be addressed by calling 544-6549. And if typing rather than talking is more convenient for you, then MLGW can help you get your questions answered with just the click of a mouse. MLGW's Web Chat feature for residential customers can be found on its website at mlgw.com. Web Chat is available for all residential customers from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. MLGW Web Chat provides a full range of service options, including the option to make payment arrangements. And as always, customers can send any of their utility-related questions and feedback to MLGW Customer Care at mlgw.org. Are you looking for a speaker for your classroom, community group, church, or civic organization? MLGW representatives are available to speak on a variety of utility-related topics such as energy conservation, safety, careers, and more. To request a speaker for your group, contact MLGW's Community Relations Department at 528-4820 or log on to mlgw.com and fill out a speaker's request form. For the best availability of speakers, advance requests are highly recommended. You ask for more options for paying your MLGW bill, and you got them. MLGW has added the MoneyGram Express payment service to its roster of payment options. MoneyGram enables customers to make cash payments on their utility bill at more than 100 Memphis area locations, including Walmart and CVS pharmacy stores. Payments are posted to the account within 30 minutes. And did you know that you can make MLGW payments online free of charge? Through MLGW's electronic bill paying service, residential customers can use Visa, MasterCard, credit or debit card, Discover, ATM debit card, or a checking or savings account. Customers can use any of these payment methods at no additional cost. In order to take advantage of these improved services, all users making payments online must have a My Account login ID and password. And customers can set up paperless billing and recurring payments or make a one-time payment. Also, if you have an iPhone, iPad, or iPod, make sure to download our app. The MLGW app is available for free download in the Apple iTunes Store and provides individual outage and account information as well as other utility-related information. For your safety and to protect our employees, please remember to use caution when driving in a utility work zone. These zones located throughout the city don't have to be dangerous if you use caution. Many times you'll see crews working near streets and highways when installing gas mains or working on overhead or underground power lines. Utility work zones are clearly marked with signs or work zone flaggers, so please pay attention. And remember, speed limits may be reduced in work zones. Thanks for helping to keep our employees safe so we can do the best work for you. We've covered a lot in this edition of Memphis Energized, and I hope you've learned a lot and will join us next time. And remember to join us online at Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and at MLGW.com. Until next time, I'm Jane Siegel. Thanks for watching.
A water supply system is one of the most important lifelines to your home. There are a few things you need to know to keep that lifeline safe and operating at maximum efficiency. Here's how. When the supply system leaks or repair to one of the plumbing fixtures is needed, you need to know how to shut off the water. It's easier than you might think. For a faucet, toilet, or a similar fixture, first look for a stop valve that's connected to the water supply tubes located directly under the fixture. Turn the handle clockwise to shut it off. If you cannot locate those valves, you can shut off the valve that controls the flow of water to the entire house. You can also shut off the main valve, which is normally out by the street just below ground level. Once you locate the valve handle, turn it clockwise until it stops. Repairing leaks can save you money on your water bill. Another item of a more serious nature is a burst water pipe. Pipes can burst anytime temperatures are below freezing. A burst water pipe or water heater is considered to be an emergency situation and could pose a danger of flooding your home. When temperatures are below freezing, customers should open cabinet doors and turn water to a slow drip to prevent pipes from freezing. Customers can also wrap pipes either in pipe insulation or with towels to prevent pipes from freezing. If your pipes freeze, turn off the main valve inside your house and call MLGW's emergency contact number at 528-4465.